Hi friend, I am on my way to pick up some food, but then also do a quick stop at the thrift store. I just feel like we need some pieces for the apartment that are going to feel not so new. I don't want it to lean so brand new and modern. And I think some hopefully vintage pieces or pre-loved items that maybe have some patina or just maybe quirky, something to add a more layered, a more collected look to this space. I think that would be really beneficial for the space. So hopefully I'll get lucky and find, sorry, it's a little crooked. Hopefully I'll get lucky and find some gems. But these days I'm feeling pretty lucky at the thrift store, so I just might. We'll see. The stars were aligned today because I found some treasures. It was too bad there wasn't any carts available, so I could only buy whatever I could grab in my hands, and I found some treasures. I'll give you a haul once I get to the apartment, but I definitely found some treasures. Also, I've never seen so many people at the thrift store, but also it's like at this time of the day, I guess I don't really usually come, but I found some treasures. I'll show you when I get home, or the apartment. Okay, so I have this old stool right here that I got at the thrift store. I think it was like $5 or something. It's not in the best condition, but I'm gonna do the old oven cleaner technique real quick so that I can sand it down and make it kind of just look more rustic. I think it's a really nice sturdy stool, so it just needs a little bit of an update, and it already has some of that patina on there, but I'm just gonna strip it down to the raw wood. Next, I'm gonna take some dish detergent, a brush, and some warm water, and I'm just going to scrub it down to get rid of that top veneer / clear coat. All right, so here's how the stool turned out. It looks so beautiful. I love just that natural wood. It's not perfect, and I think that's what makes it special. So I was thinking about putting it right here closer to the kitchen, not so close because it's gonna take up space. I think it could look good here, maybe with like a plant on top, which I was thinking of doing this sort of antique clay pot. And then I placed these faux magnolia, but they have that realistic look and feel. I definitely would recommend them. right here, but I don't know. I'm thinking maybe it's too tall for this, you know, because I can't move it so much over here because it's going to, I mean, the stove and the oven is over here, the range. So I was also thinking, what if instead of this, maybe I could find somewhere else for it. I could maybe do this reclaimed wood stool. It's a little bit shorter and it can go right here. I think that might look better. I feel like previously with the lamp height, it might compete. So I don't know, what are your thoughts? Either way, I think they're both good options. I kind of prefer this. I'm giving my friend's studio apartment an extreme makeover. Here's a little sneak peek of the end. I don't want to give it all out. I was gonna be recording more of the process of the install and everything, but I just, it was a little chaotic and busy, especially with like moving the furniture and all the decorating and such. But I wanted to show you the pieces that I got from the thrift store. I found some gems, like I said, and I think you're gonna love them. When the thrifting stars align, they certainly align. So the first thing that I got was this box right here. It's such a pretty box. I don't know what its original use was for. I don't know. I don't think it was a cigar box, but it has this right here. Maybe it was, I don't know, but it's beautiful. It sort of has that nice wood detail, which I think is going to be perfect. You can use it to like maybe put some jewelry or just like a little catch-all box, which is always a nice find. This right here, oh my gosh, this is solid brass. It's like a cannon, and I want this for myself, but I'm not going to keep it for myself. This is so cool. The wheels actually turn, which is so cool. I think this is gonna be great. Maybe on top of some books on the dresser is what I'm thinking. But how cool is this? Of course, I can't go to the thrift store without getting some vases. I bought two only. The first one is this. I think this is cork or some sort of wood. I don't know, but it looks to be hand turned, and it's such a cool little vase. Just adding some texture. I think I might pair this with like a larger vase to create just like a more layered look, but how neat is that? Another vase I found is this one. This is very pretty. I love sort of that pattern, that detail. At the bottom it says Chulucanas, Peru. So I'm just gonna assume this is handmade by artisans in Peru. So a beautiful little find. Maybe I won't put anything on this. Maybe I'll pair it with another vase, like to create some height. I don't know, we'll see. But such a good little find. This is why I love thrift shopping. And then lastly, I got some books, more decorative if we're being honest, but these were so cool. So this one is The World of the American Indian by National Geographic Society. Like the cover was, the sleeve, it was in really, really bad shape, so I removed it, and to my surprise, look at this cover. Isn't that so pretty? I think this is a nice way to add maybe some pattern, just some color to a vignette. So I think this is such a great book. And then of course, lots of beautiful photography. Just, you know, it's a National Geographic book. I'm sure there's lots of wonderful knowledge and things to read through. So I think this is just a good book, and I think it was $5, which is not bad. Then I also got this one. This was The Workbench, a complete guide to creating your perfect bench. I don't know, I mostly got it for the look of it, if we're being honest with you. And then if we remove the sleeve, there's also this, but I think I'm gonna keep the sleeve on this one. It's in good condition. And this one was half off. So regular price was $5, but I got it for $2.50, and then it has the original like sticker thing. Original price of this was $34.95. So not a bad deal on this book. So I definitely found some treasures. Okay, I'm trying not to give it all away. But at this point, I'm kind of doing the final just styling for the space. It's looking really, really nice. Now, as you can see a little bit behind me is that painting that I did. Well, I didn't paint it. It was a DIY that I shared a couple of vlogs ago. And I think it works really well in here, especially with this sort of cabinet situation. These are actually two cabinets put together to create the look of like a sideboard, and I think it looks really, really nice. I really want to show you the bedding over there. Oh, it looks so good. I'm sorry, I'm being so annoying. You're gonna have to wait. You're gonna have to wait, okay? That will go up on the main channel in the next couple of days. I assume. I probably will be editing this on an airplane. I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna be featuring these in the makeover video, but this is my new Trinket cement tray that I am launching, CasaRefineShop.com. It actually comes in 3 different colors, handmade by me. Yes, actually handmade by me. So there's limited quantities, but I absolutely love this. You can probably use this for a coaster or just like a little catch-all, maybe some jewelry, what have you. These are definitely so cool. And you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and link them in this video if you are looking to support the channel. So the other day I was at Target at the Target Dollar Spot section, which I love, by the way. It's always fun looking at the new arrivals. And it kind of got me thinking, does Amazon have something like that? And well, I fell down a rabbit hole and I ordered some pieces that are on the lower price point to kind of, for fun, test and see if they are worth it. So I'm going to be doing some unboxing and kind of just go through the items and see if they are worth it or not. And now I will be doing sort of a more formal type of review video and filming some like short form content and stuff, but I thought it'd be fun to do some unboxing and maybe give some of my first impressions. And I don't know, I think it's going to be really fun looking for pieces that don't like break the bank. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's just like, sometimes it's the smaller things that can make a big difference. So everything, like I said, every item was under $10, and I think it's gonna be fun. So the first piece that we have here is some artwork. I have ordered this type of artwork from, I think, this vendor before, but I've gotten some larger one. This is like something kind of cute and small. This would be perfect like on a shelf or something. So I'm quickly just going to open everything. And I'm planning to do some styling content, but I don't want this section or this video part to be too long. Now this is a lamp. That's kind of cool. I just have to do a little bit of assembly. Now that's a cute little vase. Almost has some texture, which is pretty cool. Now, of course, the trick is to always bend them around to mimic real nature. It's not always perfect, and I think that just helps make it look more realistic, as best as you can, of course. But look at that. And these are pretty long, too. Now, this is one of those little stands that you put in like the bathroom or something, and it like soaks up the water. So this would be perfect for like putting like a soap bottle. Hi, friend. How are you doing? Oh my gosh. So I am in Maui, a little vacation with the family. I was gonna vlog, but honestly, I just decided to disconnect and kind of recharge and spend time with the family. So I recorded here and there, but not really. Let me just tell you, it's just so beautiful here. This is actually my first time here. We normally go to Oahu, but this time we came to Maui. We did a couple days at the resort, and then we also rented a house up here for this past week in Paia, I believe. Just a cute little cottage here, and it's so beautiful. Maybe I'll include some photos, a little tour, I guess. It's such a beautiful place here. I absolutely love Hawaii. It's an incredible place. And yeah, I've been definitely getting a tan, as you can see here. A little sunburnt, actually, like very sunburnt, actually, but that's okay. It's I could spend hours in the ocean. It's so beautiful. Oh, fun fact: I still don't know how to swim, but I try. I try. I stay closer to the shore, of course. I just wanted to check in and say hello. I am so excited to go back home. Today's actually the last day, last full day here. Tomorrow we head out, but the flight's like later at night. But it's been really nice, kind of just winding down, refueling, recharging. I feel like for the last couple year, actually, it's just been like go, go, go. At least more on the behind the scenes part. And it's nice to just take some time off and spend time with family. As you can tell right now, I'm very calm. I am very serene. I am at peace. I don't know what kind of vacation person you are. At least for my family, we're pretty chill. We like to kind of just go day to day and see where the day takes us. We're not really huge planners, and I like it that way. I think it's nice to kind of just whatever you wake up and are in the mood to do. So I will say it's definitely a different sort of vibe here in Maui compared to Oahu, which I knew coming forth. Here it's just definitely more laid back, which is I think more of our vibe. It's such a cute little cottage in terms of design. It's got this like white paneling, very neutral, and then the ceiling is pretty cool. It's sort of this like whitewashed board paneling, I guess. It's really cool. I think it just adds some nice architectural detail in here. Overall, it just feels very calming. I really appreciate sort of the all of the design and the effort that went into making this rental. And it's sort of nestled in this just neighborhood, very serene, and I don't know. I really enjoy it. It's kind of Paia. I'm sorry for butchering the name. Is a cute little sort of historic town. Now we did have to drive through Lahaina to get to that beach, and of course, you know what happened last year with the fires, that tragedy. There was a lot of loss, it seems. Well, I know there was. And there is some construction happening again, sort of rebuilding and all that, from what we saw. But of course, it's a process to rebuild, to heal, to, I mean, things will never be the same, right? That's the thing about when things happen is it's never the same. It's different, but it's certainly an interesting situation. Of course, Lahaina strong is sort of what I've been seeing everywhere here, and it's kind of nice to see how that community has fostered or started to heal. But I know, of course, it's not something that is going to happen overnight. It's still taking time, and there's a lot of loss. It's a tragedy. I did see some signs here and there from like organizations or websites to aid, which I will include in the description of this, because there's still a lot of work to be done, it seems. So it's really nice to see Maui. I guess from what I mean, I've never been here, but it's nice to see how it's, moving forward, in one way or another, at least. And there's definitely a lot of beauty here. I definitely would recommend, if you ever get the opportunity to come explore and appreciate the beautiful nature. Earth is so beautiful, but here it's it's on another level. By the way, there's a grocery store nearby that has these like not organic, maybe they're organic, these vegan tamales. You get them frozen and then you can just heat them up. They're really good. I definitely would recommend them. My mom really liked them too. But anyways, we're gonna go for a little walk around town. Maybe get a little dessert or something. We've been like cooking most of the food this time around. Usually in other vacations, we kind of just eat out a lot, but this time we've kind of just been cooking more. My mom made pozole and I don't know, eating a lot of fruit. But anyways, I just wanted to check in, and I am feeling recharged. I'm feeling relaxed. I'm excited to go home and work. There's definitely a lot of work. This is the best guava gelato I've ever had. Seriously, it's so good. Was it good?
Yeah.
I got the passion fruit bread.
I didn't bullet.